What's up, everybody? Hey, I'm excited about this opportunity for you to be able to share in this this conversation. So many conversations that we've had and are having about life, about faith, about finance, about our future, what life holds. I got a special guest today, a good friend of mine, Demarcus Lawrence. Some of you know him as Tank Lawrence with the Dallas Cowboys. Excited about him. Excited about him sharing his house with us. We're gonna jump in. We're gonna get right to it, man. Thanks, Tank, for having me over, brother.
No problem, brother.
Yeah. So we got a lot of going on in the world. Our young people, African American men of every race, every color. We're trying to strive to get to a place of success, and sometimes it's difficult. You know, what motivates you to work so hard, and the fuel behind what gives you the energy to do what you do?
Yeah, so, first off, you gotta give all glory to God for being able to, put us in this position to, be talking about things like this. Tables could have been turned where, we wondering how, to get to this level. Mm-hmm. So, thank God first. But, it's really not taking anything for granted. Yeah. And that's rule number one in my life. I don't try to take anything or any person for granted because I don't know, their true intentions. Somebody can be bringing me something so great, but also have evil intentions. Or somebody, could, have demons on their shoulders, but, still trying to, do good in this world.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So, I don't try to take anything for granted. And even, waking up in the morning, can't take that for granted because that can be taken away from you at any time. So when I'm blessed with the opportunity, especially to do what I love, that's play football, I'm gonna wake up, and rejoice and, go to the gym and, lift my weights, and make sure I'm fit, because that's a good feeling, It is. When your body looks good, it feels good, that's a good feeling.
That's right.
And just really, my brotherhood. I got brothers outside of football, that help me, with my Christianity faith, like you, some other guys, and it's, it's really, just following the Lord, man. Yeah. He really guides me and my family, to where I don't have to, really stress about, a lot of things in life. So
that's beautiful. Like you saying that, bringing God into everything that we do, who we are, like it's the consistency of the relationship. Mm-hmm. Like I found myself, like when I X God out of things, like it didn't go as smooth.
Oh yeah.
Like me trying to do it by myself and on my own. It was like, man, I got this. Like I'm gonna do it my way. And sometimes I hit those roadblocks and had to restructure, reset, go at it a different angle. And I've learned, like over time, like you were saying, keeping God first, keeping it in there, so I can actually get to where it is that I want to be. What a lot of people don't really realize is where we are and what we have ascended to is not where we always want to be. We want to continue growing. You think that's something that's beneficial for your successes? You want to go far beyond where you are right now. What's next for you?
Oh yeah, most definitely. This one thing I tell my kids, reach for the stars. Yeah. Because you never know where you might land. You might land on the moon.
Come on.
So
I like that.
It's really, just keeping my faith high and, really stop trying to depend on my understanding and understand that, the Lord blessed me with, playing the game of football, what I really love. And
good at it too.
You feel me?
Real good at it too.
But also, it's like, he blessed all us with growth, and understanding that, you know, even though, you know, I might have called you to this place, this ain't your true calling. This is a stepping stool for you to do multiple things, you know. And
ooh, that's good, man.
And it's really, you know, from my recognition, like, I want to become a developer.
Yeah.
You know, I want to, you know, go and develop my own cities, my own neighborhoods, you know, and, you know, just really, you know, help the community. You know, I'm big into the community, you know, and so I want to see if I can thrive on that level and that type of, you know, space.
Oh, that is huge. Like, you don't really see a lot of people taking on the discipline for development and taking on that type of opposition, because it's a struggle to get in the doors, the relationships, what's required to create a future, or what we like to call a legacy. You're building it, you're gonna live it, you're gonna show other people how to have it, and then it becomes a legacy because it then goes down to the community, your children, your family, and that's huge, man. That's football can present an opportunity, the right relationships, keeping God first. Presents opportunities against the opposition, then that way we can overcome.
We can always strive for greatness.
Yeah, that's great, man. Like discipline and I think in dedication are huge keys to success. Like if you didn't work out every day, like you said, if I don't keep God first, if I don't do what I'm supposed to do,
that all, you know, connects with discipline. You feel me? Like,
man.
Like you really think it's not hard, you know, waking up every morning and, you know, thanking the Lord. Some mornings you wake up late trying to get out the door, you know, and it's, you know, something that us as humans, you know, we tend to, you know, throw by the wayside or even forget, you know, like one point in my life, I was under the franchise tag. You know, so franchise tag, you probably know, you know, the football term. I mean, you 1 year deal. If you don't prove yourself, you're done. You're gone. So throughout that year, I found myself living like that.
Wow.
You know, like, oh man, like I'm here, but I'm not. You know, I'm 1 foot in the door, but I'm 1 foot out the door. So like, how do I really treat this situation? You know what I'm saying? Instead of really put my trust, I mean, I'm living, you know, like that with my family, with my faith, and also with football. You know what I'm saying? Man. So, you know, three things that matter to me the most, like I'm 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You know, and that's when I feel like, you know, the Lord, you know, opened my eyes to let me know, like, this was a trial that He was sending me through.
Come on, man.
You know?
Preach.
Yeah, so like that's when we was playing like the Detroit Lions or something. I had like 2 sacks that game. And after the game, like, you know, I just felt like this heavy negative energy on me. And I just, like, I was in the closet taking off my suit, whatever, and I just broke down in tears, you know. Just started repenting to the Lord, you know, and that's the vision that He gave me. That's why I put you in this franchise tag. You feel me? So, you know, I repented, you know, gave my life back to Christ, and, you know, I've been having smooth sailings, but also, like, with that discipline, like I say, like, you know, throughout the years, you know, I still found myself falling in the trap of, you know, waking up, going throughout my day, and it's like, I ain't even asked the guidance from the Lord yet. You know, like, what am I doing? You know, or you have things going good in your life, and then you don't never ask the Lord, is this the right thing for me?
Yeah, man, come on.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, you have all these things going on, and then you have to sit back and be like, all right, I know everything's going good, but let me just make sure, you know, it's from you, Lord, because I don't want to sit here and take anything for granted and it all falls down to the ground as soon as I get it. You know,
man.
Like, that discipline's unreal. For real.
That discipline's unreal. Like, you talk about the rededication, keeping Christ first. Man, that makes my heart jump, and it's overjoyed because look at all of what God has done.
Right.
If it had not been for God on your side, you know, the question would say, like, where would you be?
Right.
You know, I don't want to know where I would be if it wasn't for God.
And that's the question I ain't trying to ask.
No, man, but because of your heart, you know, the Bible said that David was a man after God's own heart. And regardless of the mistakes that we make, things that happen in our life, Like God gives us a second chance, man, to do it again. Gives us an opportunity to prove ourselves or to live, like you said, in that franchise tag moment.
Oh yeah.
Either you make it,
right,
or you don't. The moment to prove yourself, and I think that's what the world needs to see. Like everybody needs to prove their worth and their value, not based off of opinion or perspective, but hard work, bro.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And I mean, sure, you can use my testimony, you know, as a living proof. You know, I don't know about everybody else's situation in their lives, but in my life, I feel like, you know, the Lord gave me so many opportunities, but not even after the first warning did I listen. You know, it had to come to the second, and then once he got to the third, that's when I seen everything crumble. You know, so if the Lord is telling you something more than once, trust in it. Trust in it. Oh yeah.
Real. Trust. And trust in the Lord with all thy heart. And don't lean to your own understanding. Because that mindset, it'll kick in. It'll tell you, you got it. You good, don't even worry about it. You know, you solid, you straight. You know, everybody loves you. Everybody wants you. Everybody rooting for you.
Right.
And it's funny. Like the same people that root for you will be the same people that crucify you.
Amen.
You be like, whoa, where'd that come from?
Yeah.
Yesterday I was your best friend. We was riding, we was cool. And then this brings you up to another question.
Now they say the car's stolen, so you don't want to ride no more.
I don't want to ride with that. No, I don't want to ride. I don't want to ride. But, you know, it's funny when people, their perspectives shift, and we got to modify our life to fit the God formula or the God thing that God is doing. And I've learned, like, not to bring too many people into my life. Like, I've been praying, like, Lord, bring the right people in my life that understand the walk and the road that I'm on. Because I don't want that compromised by, like, me doing what I've done before. It's like making mistakes on purpose, because I'm like, shoot, man, if I don't be the dude that they want me to be tonight, then I'm gonna be, you ain't real, you ain't this.
You ain't the same no more.
Yeah, you a sellout, you've changed. And actually, yes, I have changed.
Absolutely.
I'm not who I used to be. But I don't put myself in those predicaments anymore. You know what I mean? Because family, faith, God. You know, the Bible said, you know, we gotta choose this day whom we're gonna serve. You know, I choose to be a servant to make sure my family wants for nothing as well as you. What does that look like for you? Like a typical day, like you wake up in the morning, you're off to work. What goes through Demarcus's head?
Yeah, so you know, wake up in the morning. You know, thank God for blessing me with the opportunity to be alive, but also you know, to be able to wake up and see my kids. Like I wake up every morning around 6 o'clock, 6:30, and get my kids up for school. Beautiful. You know, so they got to be at the house at 7:30. So
gotta go.
sometimes like during the season, like I have to be at work by 7:30, so I leave around like 7. You know, but I still get them up in the morning, make sure they, you know, clothes straight and all that, lunch bags, and then take off to work. You know, take off the work. You know, during the off season we go all the way into 12 noon, but during the season we go to 4. You know, so it really, you know, off season is basically the same as in season because my kids don't get out of school until 4. You know, so once I'm done with work, I wait for my kids to get home. Me and my wife probably preparing a meal, or she's probably preparing a meal, and I'm watching TV. You know, like
favorite show right off the top.
Favorite show right off the top. I'm just a big show guy. I don't see every episode of everything.
All right.
Yeah, so you know, I just watch a couple of shows or some sports or whatever. Wait till dinner done. You know, we'll sit down, talk about our days, how we're feeling. You know, what's going on with the friends, and you know, the whole nine. And you know, really that's it. Some nights, like Wednesday nights, we do game nights with them. You know, sometimes we go out to dinners. It really just depends, you know. And it's like every weekend is always something different, you know.
Right.
Oh yeah.
That's beautiful, man. So, last thing before we wrap it up. Biggest thing you've ever asked God for? You're like, Lord, I need this one. What you thinking? What you pray for? You ever prayed to God during the game? Like, God, I need this sack.
You want to know something I actually haven't? The biggest thing. I really say my last daughter.
Cool.
I feel like, once you come under the covenant of the Lord and, and go through marriage, like now you're bonded something special.
Yeah.
And my first 3 kids was not, it was before marriage.
Okay.
So like being able to have this 4th one underneath this new covenant, is something very special. And I was actually talking to our oldest daughter on our wedding day. We was about to walk down the aisle, and I was like, you about to have a baby sister. She's like, don't talk about that right now, like, this is Mom's wedding day, And I'm like, all right, but that's what the Lord laid on my heart, like he was gonna bring us something special, so man. Yeah.
Like I've seen, and I can say this just from the time we spent together, you're a great dad.
Appreciate it.
A phenomenal husband. How you treat your wife and your family, how you take care of mom-in-law, your parents. Like, you have such a humble spirit. You look at how you're a beast on the field, you're a giant on the field, you're a leader in the locker room, and you're a mogul, something that cannot be branded. God really impacted and gave you a gift, bro. He gave you a heart for people. Like, I look at your Instagram and see the pictures of all the kids you love and just your companies, you're an entrepreneur, you're not just a football player. You've taken your gift and your gift has made room for you. And we don't get a chance in the world to see like before the helmet or after the helmet. All we get to see is the helmet. And I think the world, they get a chance now to see, you talk about faith, talk about God. That's important.
Oh yeah.
Because we've X'd God out of so many things. We've X'd family out of so many things where people don't really have a control over their emotions anymore. People committing suicide, people jumping off bridges.
Oh yeah.
COVID played a big role in people's life, and then to have self-control, to continue to be balanced, doing what you're supposed to do, keeping God first, taking care of your family. Bro, that's huge, man. Because a lot of people are afforded to do it, but don't choose to do it.
Oh yeah, and I feel like you only get tougher as a man by being in tough situations, going through tough times.
Yeah, man.
And
that's good.
Especially in the world today, we don't take on a lot of responsibility. As men. Really, the wives, control the household, or really the wives are the ones that's really preaching to the kids and preaching to the husbands and stuff, and we're not that true head of the household like we're supposed to be. So it's a lot of responsibility, but you stay faithful to the Lord, man. He'll guide you through it all. Like I'm turning 30 years old this year, and I got 4 kids, and it's like life is not perfect. Like don't get it twisted. Like I got a 16-year-old that's headed to college in a couple of years. I'm 30 years old. Like how I gotta brand myself to do that and show her the way of college. Like my parents was just taking me to college a couple of years ago. So it's a lot of adjustments that has to be made, but if you keep your faith high, like the Lord will guide you through it. So I don't have to stress about those type of factors, because I know like my daughter is a child of God, and whatever decision that she makes on what her future is going to be, I know it's guided by the Lord. So all I say is to anybody watching, put your trust in the Lord, ask for that guidance. And I feel like he'll take you as far as you want to go, but don't sit here and think because you ask he's going to deliver. You have to put in the work too. One foot before the other. So keep going.
Keep going.
Oh yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you for taking this time out with us. You know, D-Law invited us into his wonderful, beautiful home. I'm excited about all the great things God's doing, what he's showing. Take the information, apply it to your life, apply it to your heart, and know that God can take you as far as you want to go. Till next time.